What's going on, fellow YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to my thoughts on the new Warhammer 40,000 and the updates that are coming out of Games Workshop at the present. And this one is all about the Indomitus Crusade and the Dark Imperium. This is just going to be one on its own, because sometimes I put two together. That's all it is. It's the Indomitus Crusade and the Dark Imperium. So you know the score by now, so let's get right into it. Okay, so I'll just read what it says here. Yesterday we saw a new type of Space Marine, a Primaris Space Marine, clad in Mark 10 armour and wielding a deadly bolt rifle. Developed on orders from the Primarch Robote Guilliman 100 centuries past. Primaris Space Marines have been diligently developed and perfected by the priesthood of Mars during the long intervening millennia. But to what purpose? That's a pretty good question. Perhaps an optimist, but never a fool, Guilliman learned from the Horus Heresy, and he foresaw that the forces of chaos would never relent in their aim to bring the Imperium low. Well, ain't that the truth? He anticipated that devastating times would once again engulf the galaxy, and knew that warriors resilient enough to stand against them would be needed as never before. That time has surely come. So at this point, it's looking like, that's a good thing that he's developed these. Though it's always a double-edged sword, isn't it? So anyway, continuing. As the Imperium literally comes apart, and the forces of chaos run rampant across the galaxy, Guilliman launches his Indomitus Crusade. We've heard that name before, but what does it mean? The new Warhammer 40,000 has this to say on it. Robote Guilliman gathered his new armada, along with elements of the Adeptus Custodes, a small contingent of the Silent Sisterhood, and a vast war host of Primaris Space Marines from many newly founded chapters. The Primarch set a winding course, strike forces from over a dozen pre-existing chapters of Space Marines led by the Imperial Fists joined the fleet. Thus began many new legends as Guilliman travelled to aid the beleaguered planets, breaking sieges and sweeping away invaders to bring hope back to the desperate defenders. It was not long before word began to spread, as all those planets could receive astropathic messages, hailed the return of a hero out of myth. Once more, one of the demigods of the past fought for the Imperium of mankind. So that sounds pretty promising for the Imperium. Okay, so at this point in time I'm thinking, yeah, okay, fair play, all good. So let's continue, shall we? Well, maybe. The scale of the task is monumental. Following the emergence of the Cicatrix Maledictum, no world in the Imperium has been untouched by war, and there are many thousands of planets that cry out for aid and reinforcement. And that's on the Terran side of the Great Rift. Travel through the Cicatrix Maledictum is all but impossible, but sporadic contact has been made through temporary warp routes to a few of the best defended worlds on the other side, and things are not looking good. Well, there's a surprise. On the far side of the galaxy, spanning warp storm, things have quite literally gone to hell. There, the light of the Astronomicum is obscured behind a psychic maelstrom of nightmares, and the entire region has been dubbed Imperium Nihilus, or the Dark Imperium. Amongst the besieged Imperial worlds is this Dark Imperium. Are many Space Marine chapter planets, including Baal, home of the Blood Angels. Things were already looking pretty grim for the Sons of Sanguinius, and with a hive fleet closing in on them, and now it looks even bleaker. Cut off from the light of terror, the Angels and their successors stand unbowed against the might of Hive Fleet Leviathan, hoping they can withstand the storm. Yipes, the Blood Angels sound like they are in trouble. This isn't the first time they have triumphed against impossible odds, though. Can they make it out alive? We'll have to see. And it just says we'll be back tomorrow with more new rules news on the rules in new Warhammer 40,000. It says here they'll take a look at teleporting. I haven't seen that yet, but that might be today, so then I'll put it up for you. But wow, Blood Angels, hey, looking pretty grim for them. So not good, not good. High Fleet Leviathan, hey. I'm interested to see how that's all going to come together. So in this kind of the story and what I've been reading as well with the fall of Cadia and stuff. So we've got orcs, we've got Tyranids, we've got chaos. It's not looking good for anyone. But anyway, that's something to mull over and ponder upon until the next video. But remember, all brushes lead to war. Until the next video, and I will see you then. But in the meantime, bye for now, folks. Goodbye.